Hello everyone, good afternoon, how y'all doing? Story time. Chim 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 chim. Actually, I never put anything on my lips, never ever. Today I did some gloss. Anyway, how y'all keeping? I'm in the car waiting, it's raining, I'm waiting to pick up the kid, and I'll be like, why don't I talk to who do I talk to today? The moms and the dad and everyone. Let's talk about telephone conversation. Actually, I'm using my telephone to make this this video. Anyway, guys, so a lot of people are always debating about, should the wife open the husband's telephone or should the husband open the wife's telephone, things like that. And if you remember marriage, what marriage is all about, then you know that for the husband to open the wife's telephone is no biggie, and for the wife to open the husband's telephone is no biggie. But there is a but. When you guys were dating, what was your husband's attitude towards his phone? Did he allow you to be opening his phone? If he allowed you to be opening his phone, then there's no problem. I don't think there'll be any problem when you're married that he will not allow you to open the phone. There's no problem at all. But when you guys were dating, was he also hiding his phone from you? Was he telling you not to open his phone and you didn't? And a lot of people will say, yeah, that's different, and we were dating. No, it's not different. Because he married will not automatically give him a brain transformation or attitude transformation or mannerism transformation or hiding things transformation. He's the same person he was when he was dating you that he will still be when you're married to him. So if he did not allow you to look at his phone whilst he was dating you, and you allowed it, you didn't care, why will you get married to him and then want to open his phone? On what ground? You don't have the authority to do so. So whatever it is that you have, so the thing is, I'm talking to people who are not married and people are married. As long as there was a rule not to open his phone when you guys were dating, you cannot open his phone while you are married, unless you establish all of these things before getting married. Then it's different. The only way where I would say is suspicious or is funny or is when there are different scenarios. When before you guys were married, you were allowed to play with his phone, and all of a sudden he's keeping his phone away from you. Then there's a little bit of one might start suspecting why that maybe something is not right. But it's not always for the obvious reason that he's cheating on you. Some women are crazy. Sorry to say, I'm a woman. So they will see your husband has a phone, a woman's number on his phone, and you didn't even ask him who she is. Or maybe you asked him who she is and he's already told you who she is. You now carry that number to go and be calling the woman. On what ground? Embarrassing your husband and embarrassing yourself. So there are different reasons why men will not allow their wives to open their phone. Not always for the obvious reason. It's not always for the obvious reason. But like I said, if before you married your husband, you were never allowed to open his phone, why do you think you are allowed to open his phone now? Tell me why. Why will you open his phone? You don't have the right to open his phone. Before wedding, before you guys were dating, you were not opening his phone. Now all of a sudden you want to open his phone. What do you want to find in that phone that you didn't find when you guys were dating? So what I'm saying in essence is that let us respect each other's privacy. In a marriage where there are many marriages where the women can even borrow the man's phone and go out and come back. The man can borrow the woman's phone and come back. Thank God for those marriages. But if you fall in the category where you cannot touch your husband's phone, unfortunately, if you remember, I go back to when you guys were dating, you were not allowed to touch your phone. Why do you want to cause problem? Why do you want to cause wahala? Has it given you cause to be worried? Some men are just naturally secretive. Whether they are cheating or they are not cheating, they just like hiding things, keeping things, they're so spooky. I know, I'm sorry, but the truth of the matter is, I always say it, before you marry a man, you already know who he is. During your courtship, you knew. You were turning a deaf eyes. You were pretending not to see. You don't care. And some marriages, some women stole some of these men from other women. So you now see why you now become very suspicious when he's now very corny. Now like you're getting worried because you stole him from another woman, right? So that one can understand why you are batting. But the truth of the matter is, you stole him from somebody else. What do you expect, Kwanu? That he's going to be all hokey dokey for you? we can only pray that he will be for you. But in hindsight, that he's not. Why are you? If he has not brought any of those, whatever he's doing outside into the house, why do you want to open his phone? When you know that opening his phone is going to cause major catastrophic, or what am I pronouncing? You know it's going to cause a lot of issues in the house. Don't open the phone. But like I'm saying, if you're not married and you're dating somebody and you're not able to open his phone, be rest assured that when you marry him, you can't open his phone. So better try and communicate and establish that fact that you want to be seeing his phone. I know people will say, but my husband can check my phone. Well, because when you guys were dating, you allowed him to check your phone. So why will you marry and you not allow him to check your phone? Besides, what's in your phone that you're keeping from your husband? What's there? Why can you not use your phone? Why can you not check your phone? I know. I know there's one rule for them, one rule for us. See, let me tell you something. It's not about feminist or no feminist or nothing. As a woman, you are under him. He's the head of the family. If you know you are very, very, if not, you're not doing anything, give him your phone. Why are you hiding your phone from your husband? Why will you hide your phone from your husband? I know today the conversation is all about men hiding their phone or keeping their phone away from their wives. Yeah, fair enough. But what I'm trying to say now today is that if you don't have any reason to be suspicious or to be, then don't open his phone. Don't start stressing yourself and opening his phone. If you are worried about anything, why don't you talk to your husband? Why go and open his phone? Why go and open his phone? I'm not talking about people who are already, who the husband is already allowed to use their phone. There's a lot of marriages, the men use the women's phone, the women use the men's phone. Those are not the ones I'm talking to. I'm talking about, that your husband is going to break. Madness is going to happen when he catches you with his phone. And you also, let's call a spade a spade. You taking your husband's phone to check. You were up to, don't just, when you are caught, you say, no. Oh, I was looking for one picture that we took the other day. I was looking for, you were there to go and you were spying on him. You wanted to sneak on him. Why sneak on your husband? What is the marriage all about if you cannot communicate? I always say in my video, marriages must have understanding, communication, and kindness. All of those three attributes is what keeps a marriage. Kindness, communication, and understanding. You must understand each other. If anything is bothering you and you can't talk to your wife, who can you talk to? And if anything is bothering you and you can't talk to your husband, who can you talk to? So these are all the things that you have to establish before you marry. Okay, let us take instances where before you married, your husband was letting you use his phone and all of a sudden he stopped letting you open his phone. There are certain women that every little thing worries them. Every little thing gives them high blood pressure. Every little thing they want to fight the husband. Such men, it's only advisable for them to always lock their phone and keep their phone away from you, because every opportunity the woman has, she wants to cause wahala, she wants to argue, she wants to fight, and the man doesn't have that kind of power or time. So what will he do? He will lock his phone. Yes, before you were married, he was letting you use the phone, but he has learned from his lessons, because when he was letting you use you were causing a lot of major hassles for him. So are you ready to stop? Are you willing to stop? Are you ready to stop drawing conclusions? If you are ready to stop drawing conclusions, then perhaps he will start letting you use his phone again and opening his phone. So what am I saying? The morals behind this video is, don't let sleeping dogs lie. He has not given you any reasons to suspect him. He's not done anything to you, but you want to go and open his phone. So, see, let me tell you something. Some men, whether they are cheating or they are not cheating, as far as you're not supposed to open their phone, you're not supposed to open their phone. Whether there's nothing in that phone, for you opening their phone, it means it's a breach of trust. You're breaking the trust he has for you. Some men, you know this life. You can do something stupid. Something stupid. You can take his money, do anything. Your husband, do anything foolish, he will forgive you. But trust, to break that trust, for you, that means you did not trust him. You went to take his phone. You were checking something on his phone. He might just end the marriage. All I'm saying is that in every marriages, you know your stand in your marriage. Let's stop pretending. Before you married that man, you knew the kind of man you were marrying. Before you married that woman, you knew the kind of woman you were marrying. So, let's call a spade a spade. You knew what she was capable of, and you knew what he was capable of. So don't come into the marriage and behaving like, oh, now we are married, hair has to break loose. No, if you accommodated all of those bad behaviors when you were dating, you must begin to accommodate the same bad behavior when you are married. Otherwise, you find yourself going to a divorce court. My question is, if you knew you could not accommodate all of those behavior when you were, before you married, why marry him? Because you saw all of those behavior during the dating season. Why did you put your head into it? See, please, let us mature. Let us grow up, ladies, men. See, whatever you have accommodated all during courtship, accommodate it in your marriage. That's all I can say. That's all my advice. Especially when you have no cause. He has not shown you any cause or any reason that he's cheating on you. All he does is just hiding his phone from you. We're talking about phone, please. We're talking about cheating or relationship with other people. We're talking about phone and certain aspect of behavior. You know, this behavioral trend that a man has. Some women will open their eyes and marry a man who doesn't open up to them. Why? A man who would rather talk to an outsider than talk to you, but you still went and married him. Do you think when he now marries you, he will stop all those behavior? How now? How will he do it? Brain transformation? He won't. He remains the same, just like you. Are you telling me because you're married and your brain will there'll be a rebooting of your brain? No. Unless in certain situation the man will say, okay, I'm marrying this woman. Maybe the man used to be a flirt, you know, a woman rapper, like we call it, you know, a playboy, whatever it is, and now he's married the love of his life. He will now, those are the ones that make the conscious effort to say, as I'm married to this woman, that's it, no more. I'm going to be faithful to her. I'm going to settle with her. No more jumping. Then we understand that situation. We understand that aspect. It's not when, you know, it's not a situation whereby you knew he's a playboy and you know he's not ready to change. And then you expect that when you get, no. See, relationship, before marriage, has to be sweet. If it's not sweet, marriage cannot be sweet too. You cannot say the beginning of cooking your food, you're cooking your food, you did not put all the spice that you need to put to make the food to be sweet. All the rishi, you didn't add anything. Then at the end of after cooking, you say the food is going to be sweet. I know it is going to. I just know. What do you just know? You just know. You made your stew. You didn't put meat, but meat is going to appear at the end of the cooking. You didn't use meat to cook it. You didn't use fish. You didn't use anything. But you are saying no. When I'm going to, there's going to be meat. Where will the meat come from? Where? Well, miracle happen. I'm not fighting that. Miracles don't happen. But all I'm saying, you know, let us try and bring in communication in our marriages, understanding and kindness. You know, if you feel anything is bothering you, instead of opening your husband's phone, talk to him. And some people will just tell their husband, give me your phone. I want to check things. I heard something. Hey, Power Michael. Give me your phone. I want to check something. What are you checking? Are you checking the picture? If it's real, if it's nothing. I know some cases where you'll be like, oh, sweetheart, give me your phone. I want to check something. That one is different. He'll give it to you. It's not the one that, hey, I heard something. Are you sure? If you want to prove to me, give me that phone. And you think he'll give to you. I don't know. I'm not in your marriage, but I'm just saying, let's have wisdom in everything that we do. The Bible says people perish because of lack of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. So in our marriages, let us also have, wisdom. Another thing we take for granted is our marriage. When we get married, we just feel I can do anyhow. No, you can't. You can't do anyhow. The man cannot do anyhow. You too, as a woman, can do. Both of you cannot do anyhow. And that is what you guys have to establish before marrying. Even God who created us, God, our Papa in heaven, He not only made us in a wonderful and beautiful, He made us in a fearful way. So whatever we do in this life, we must put fear into it, the fear of God into it. So when when you're getting married and you're declaring, I become your wife, you become my husband, I become your husband, you become my wife. All those declarations on the day of swearing in to become husband and wife. Bring the fear of God into that union. For the fear of God and the foundation, and using God as the foundation, is the strength of a marriage. So my dear, I think I made a long video today. Sorry about that, but let's just keep our marriages, learn, have wisdom, and always pray to God. Have a blessed day all. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if you go look for my my channel on YouTube. It's called Nigeria Gigi TV. Please like, please help me. I'm still desperately trying to reach 1,000 on YouTube. Why now? You guys help me. Okay, if you're watching the video, like my if you're watching on Facebook, like my video, share my video and leave a comment. You know, guys, I always say this, from the comment that I'll be able to make my next video. You know, anti-smart, getting all the information from you guys. Bye. Have a blessed day all. Thank you. Bye-bye.